lane of life. Good to see you, friends. So what I done there near the end of the log is I did an Instagram, like an up and down, straight up and down camera, not like this, like that, and I hit cinematic. It creates a very nice picture, but this is just the end of it here now. This is the end of the log, and just wanted to say good morning to you, and I hope you're doing well wherever you are in the freaking world on this rock. And just remember, you have a choice. If you want to engulf your brain and your thoughts and your mind in all the world and current events, I just my opinion, and you're not asking for it, but I'm laying it down on you. You might be putting a poo-poo all over the moment, the beauty and the wonder of the moment. I'll see you on the log. You know, friends, some of the comments, it's if you've never bucked big wood like this, you've got to keep your chain oil going. You got to keep the chain buzzing. So there's a little more brap, you know, in a job like this. And what I mean by that is you're zinging your saw a little more than usual in a small buck. You've got to keep oil going to it. And if you don't, your chain's just going to gum up, especially when you're in a boring situation where you run out of tip. You know what I mean? Which is what we're doing here 90% of the time. So to keep that chip flying out of your bar and keep the oil going to your chain is very important, or you're just going to stop. Your bar is just going to stop. The chain's going to stop. You're going to be battling with it. And this is why, again, I say rakers are massive. This is a skip tooth chain, by the way, friends. This is skip tooth hand file. That saw?
There and you put snot all over it.
Ah! Did you guys get some of that there? Some of that madness? Let her go. Let's see. You might get lucky. Hey, friends. So, excuse me, how's everybody? I hope you're well. It's later at night, and I want to kind of move through this now, but I did want to share all those saws with you folks, and I know you've been enjoying it in the comments say so. The comments are always interesting to read, and it lets me know where you're at. Most of you have not seen me buck up a big piece of wood like this. This is a log that fell out the back 40. It's one log. He tried to get rid of it, see if someone would come and mill it or buy it. He had no luck. It fell back in Christmas time. And no mill's coming to fish out one log out of the bush unless it's a 150,000-year-old red cedar. It just doesn't happen here, unfortunately. A skanky 100-year-old piece of wood. It's a young piece of wood, friends. It's just very coarse grain, very wide, farm fir. It just limby. And anyway, I hit a piece of steel, and you can notice where I started this buck. I'm the second buck down because I had the footage. I don't know where it went. Might be in one of the phones, but I hit a piece of steel on the back bar. I got away with the one full cut, and then I don't know where it went. I'll see if I can find it, but my saw goes and I'm like, ooh, and I stopped right away, and I managed to. I think I cracked a few, well, I did. I cracked a few teeth, but I didn't destroy the chain. I was able to kind of keep cutting for a bit. For me, please, Snoop. Sure. Thank you, sir. Oh, that's it. Yeah,
Hi there.
The famous rigger. Not like we broke him out. So I knocked the corner off a few, but that saw's so strong, I just wanted to finish the bucks. So we kept going. It's a big log, but you can see now why I did that when I was on top of the log, where I flipped the saw over and back barred so that I could see my kerf and line up with my kerf and finish the bucks. So that's what we're doing now. I'm probably going to speed. There's actually enough content for a couple of more videos yet, friends, but I'm just going to skedoodle through this now. And I want to thank everyone who has been here and just watched this journey. It was a big log. And some people are like, oh, you're revving your saw a little more. You know, yes, you are. And you have to, or your chain will stop instantly, especially when your tip disappears. You know what I mean? When your tip disappears, you're not only bucking now, you're boring at the same time, bucking and boring when your tip disappears into the wood. So your chain backs up. If you're not like in and out of the cut, on and off the throttle, keeping the chip flying out of the rails, you're just going to stop dead in the wood. There was actually a fella in the comment section, he said, Bucking, I noticed you don't bog your saw down. He actually said that in the videos. Well, that's partially why. Chain and operator and all of that has a lot to do with it too, as I've done 5,000 of them. But it's to do with that, kind of spitting that chip out. And you'll notice, you know, qualified guys do that. And the DGP bar oil's got something to do with this, friends. The reason it's going so smooth, I guarantee it. You can feel it in your fingers. You can feel it on the, you know, you want to have a little bit of friction and tack, but not too much. A thick, gummy bar oil will be detrimental to a big buck like this. So this DGP oil definitely has something to do with the smoothity of this big job that I'm on right now. I'm real grateful to have it. So Scotty, you son of a gun, you got me again on it. It's a good product. I'm excited to run it. So that's part of this program too, is what you're using. Anyway, we're coming to an end to the big roll here. So let's keep going. We'll get her bucked up. I just finished the buck. We rig it up and roll it, and it was so fun working with my buddy Noof here. Thanks for being here, friends. Keep pulling. Don't be afraid to let on and off. Let that saw. Give it a breath. Give it a break. Don't worry about it. It's not a race. Already? No way. I don't believe it. Oh, that's one of the downfalls to this saw, friends. But it makes up for it in every other way. Hey, want to check something out? Check this out. This saw's nuts! This is not the saw I bought! Friends. That's a big cat.
What's that?
That's a big cat over there. I think he's got his eye on a bunny or something there.
Rita's cat?
Oh, maybe. Check it. The size of that animal out there.
Yeah, that's Zephyr.
Is that, what's his name?
Zephyr.
Zephyr. Oh. Friends, listen.
Yeah, that's Zephyr.
Okay.
You can tell by his tail once he stands up.
Oh, he's got the stubby tail.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Leo's got a long tail. But
That's right, too. So Rita's been looking after some friends. Wendy, say hi to all your fans because you're on the video.
Hi.
What a beautiful woman, right? You know what I mean? Humble, hardworking. She's never been, give me the limelight. Well, you guys have watched the channel for 10 years. She's like this, oh, honey, he's hunting. He just went, he's gone now, babe. He's gone. Yeah, he scurried across there quick. Yeah. Like this low down though, like panther style. Anyway, yeah, my woman. I just, you know, having a woman and children creates a different man. It just does. And if you're a man watching this channel right now and you don't have children, or a woman, or you've chosen to give yourself to one woman, then you won't experience it. Just that simple. You won't experience that part of being a man. I highly recommend it. I do. It just, there's something about, you know, for starters, being faithful. Takes a man, a good man, for starters, and a good woman. But just, she allowed me, not allowed, that's not the right word. I don't know the right word, but she was a piece for me that made me push harder, if that makes sense. Made me push harder to be a good man. Because we know, fellas, we know what to do. It's when we, you know, stop the struggle of the mind and you know, these things that come, these urges or whatever these things come in life. There's so much more pride in being a good man, a faithful good man. And there's lots of pieces to that. But I guess the reason I'm going there is because she just kind of walked into the scene and I love being around her. And we've been together for 30-something years now. So she has given me that peace in my life that a man is part of a man when he's born. I think it's part of us, friends. I do. I think it's part of our DNA to want to protect, provide. Yeah, just lay your jacket down over the mud puddle. Open the door. You know what I'm talking about, fellas? Stop worrying about yourself. Because you're looked after. Why wouldn't you be? You're still here, aren't you? You're still here, aren't you? Well, if you're watching this video, you're here. So the sooner you can drop the blame game and the victim and the woe is me and what about me, the quicker the manmanship will come. So that was a sideways twist in the video. But you know what, friends? I love power saws, eh? Like I love them. I've spent half my life on them, actually. Matter of fact, I have. More than, actually. More than. But let's get straight to the facts. This series is coming to an end. This log is coming to an end. And I wanted to show folks who are actually interested, because there's a lot of people on the channel, young tree guys, old tree guys, people who come across big wood. There's a system to bucking. So all these bucks that I'm doing, however many there is, I think I counted at the end, there's like, I forget, I walked them and counted them. But that would, you know, in the bush, you'd fall a tree like that and you would buck it maybe twice or three times and then it would be over, right? The system, the bucking system, over the top, get the bottom corner, come back around, going, you know, the system. So there's a system to that. And I wanted to show that with this, there's a system. So you saw what I done. The next video, but did you see that 500i? I had a fear when I got that back from Ripsaw, because I traded them from Pennsylvania, right? I traded that wild and crazy saw. I was like, I kept looking at the camera when I was in Pennsylvania. Remember, friends? I kept looking over at the camera going, what the? My saw don't do this. And and that was the first time I went, and I was like, fellas, can we do something here? Can I trade you or something? Remember, we did all the computer work and Eric got out his thing and it's all on the freaking channel, friends. That 500's nuts. And then when I got it back, because my concern always was it didn't cut small wood. It went into that rich barking mode. And a lot of people dealt with that. So I think there's like a time, but that doesn't fall into lay of this saw, because this saw was like this out of the factory. This saw was like this from Ripsaw. It got sent to a customer. There was a little break on it. Remember, the case was broken. It got sent back because the guy said, well, my case is broken. Oh, well, they took it back and they used it as kind of a whatever saw. There's no time on it until I got it. So I really like this saw. I got to be honest, but I did not like the 500 in the beginning. I liked it in big wood, and that's all. So this thing could fuel like crazy. Anyway, there's another video, friends. I can't just... I'll see you on the next video. We're almost ready to flip this log. I thought it would be this video, friends, but there's so much footage. So we're not flipping that log yet. We're flipping it probably tomorrow. What is it, Saturday tomorrow? I'll make sure we flip it tomorrow. I'll show you how we do it. Anyways, friends, I love yous. I'm sending, as a matter of fact, I gotta go down to the post office. I got my cork boots I'm sending to Daryl today. I'm mailing my cork boots. I got an old set of Canada West corks. I would never send my Viborgs in the mail. I just wouldn't do that. I'd be afraid to lose them or something would happen. So that's why I don't send my saws. Scotty Wilson, brother. I know you're not looking for shout-outs, and I know you ain't looking for none of that stuff. And Brandon from Nova Scotia, and people who have reached out to assist on this missionary run to Nova Scotia, because that's what it is, friends. That's what it is. It's a missionary run. There's no other way to put it. It's the recipient program on steroids. It is. Thank you all so much. Anyway, I got to mail these corks out. They're a cheap set of corks that Canada West sent me. And believe it or not, friends, they actually fit out of the box, so they're fine. They're not the greatest cork boots, but they're darn tootin' perfect for what I got to do, and I'm okay to send them across. So Canada West, thank you again. If you're looking for a set of boots that are just going to get you through and they're comfortable and off the shelf, Canada West is a big company, and they've been around a long time, and they're more than adequate. More than adequate. Got to remember, I come from like the cream of the crop. I mean, Viberg is, you know, friends, if you don't know, you don't know. Enough ramble. Much gratitude for your presence and your time here. I'll see you on the next one. Work hard, be honest, and be kind. And forget about yourself, for crying out loud. Think about others. You're fine. You're doing just fine. You're right where you need to be. Over now.